Beloved friends, I welcome you once again to our Joyful Word series, when we try to understand some of the teachings of the church as a result of the questions we get. And one of the questions that came through is on indulgence. What is indulgence and how do we receive them? And we have these in the Catechism of the Catholic Church. We will find it in number 1471. And this doctrine is closely connected to the effects of the sacrament of penance, such that when you go to confession, your sins are forgiven and the penance is given to you to do by the priest, and you are expected to do your penance. And when you have done your penance, the sins are forgiven. So you see, an indulgence, according to the Catechism of the Catholic Church, says it is a remission of sin before God of the temporal punishment due to sins whose guilt has already been forgiven, which the faithful Christian who is duly disposed gains under certain prescribed conditions through the action of the church. Indulgence is a spiritual grace gained through the ministry of the church. God has given the church the power to forgive sins. When Jesus said to Peter, he says, I have given you the power. Whatever sins you forgive, they are forgiven. And whatever sins you hold, they are retained. So an indulgence is obtained through the church, who by the virtue of this power dispenses what God has given. So we know that there is what we call consequences. Every sin we commit has a consequence. And sometimes, due to our negligence, we fail to pay for all that we need to pay with regard to mending what we have destroyed by way of sin. If you go to confession, for instance, and a priest gives you a penance to do, and you fail to do the penance out of your own negligence or forgetfulness, there is something that is waiting for you. If you live all your life and you fail to do that penance, it will come to hold you back at the time you will want to enter heaven. So that is why we also talk about souls in purgatory and indulgences that we gain through the church. When these prescriptions are given and you fulfill the certain laid down conditions by which you will receive this spiritual grace. Take, for instance, during the time we celebrate the memorial of all souls, we obtain either plenary and partial indulgences. And these indulgences are given when you have gone to the cemetery to pray mentally, or you go to the chapel to pray, and you pray for the intentions of the Holy Father, reciting one Our Father, one Hail Mary, one Glory be to the Father. And then you have gone to confession to cleanse yourself and to be in a state of grace. Then these prescribed indulgences are given. You receive them. You can apply it for yourself or for souls in purgatory, because we are all in one communion, the living and the dead. So, beloved friends, indulgences are spiritual grace that is given. And if you come to the Catechism of the Catholic Church, just like I said, you see how it is going to come for you. They are treasury of blessings that comes to us from God through the church. So if you have not been utilizing them when the church gives them, try to make use of them. Those times that we have Jubilee, the Pope, as the Vicar of Christ, can actually declare that anyone who performs certain things will be able to receive indulgences. Key into it, receive it, apply it for souls in purgatory. There are many people who are in purgatory. You may not know. It may be your relative, it may be your friend. There are also people who are here on earth struggling to be able to live a good life. You can apply it for them, and that grace will work for them. You see moments when it is about a particular prayer that will be offered. Offer it, gain the indulgence. Apply it for yourself, apply it for others, apply it for souls in purgatory, and the blessings will always come. So go to Catechism number 1471, and from there you will learn a lot about indulgence. May God bless you as you do so.